Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Steam Shuffle, and thank you for joining me here today, because today we have a treat, I think. It is called Mitsurugi Kamui Hiake? That's what I'm going with. Hikai? I have no idea. This sword Japanese anime chick video game that is a spectacle fighter of sorts, similar to your God of Wars, Devil May Cry's, yada yada, Bayonetta, this, that, and the other. Which, it did dawn on me, I can't think of a single Japanese anime style spectacle fighter like that. I guess Bayonetta would be kind of close. I mean, they are developed by Capcom, so they would be like that. But this is basically, if there is not an anime based on whatever this video game is based on, I'd be very surprised, because the cutscenes are in Japanese with English subtitles. It plays out just like a Japanese anime would, and it's got to be. It's got to be based on something. I might have to look it up here later. But on with the show. So I was actually surprised when I checked out the graphics options of this, because this is not a well-known game that I'm aware of. It's not something that you see very often. But there was some decent graphics options on here. I mean, you can even display your frames per second counter in-game on there. You've got some, whatever the HDR filter is, I'm not sure what that. But your depth of field, you got your fog, your SMAA, you got shadows, resolution options, no problem. The sound assets have percentage base on every single level. I mean, that's, I'm not sure if this developer is an indie developer per se. From what I could find on it, Zenith Blue is the developer. This is the only game that I could find on Steam that they have developed. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're an indie dev. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. They have in-game achievements and also your Steam achievements, obviously. And don't expect God of War. Don't expect Devil May Cry out of this. It's an arcadey arena combat game, and I was not expecting much for this 200 megabyte game, but it's kind of surprised me a little bit. It's not horrible. It is $10 on Steam, or your regional equivalent currently, so you get what you pay for, I suppose, on here. So we're going to go ahead and start out on here. I was on wave 5, and stage 2, it's already gotten really, really difficult. Like, this is no joke. I'm going to restart the level so you can kind of see from the beginning. And I'm doing on normal on here. It's got a progression system just like what you would expect. And some little bit of story on here. I think it started me from the beginning. Oh, well. Alright, so we're going to get right into it. The enemy variety is not so far from what I've seen. I've seen 2 different recolors of 2 different enemies, and I have seen 1 boss, which the boss was kind of cheap, but we got through it. So this is it. I mean, you've got your hand-to-hand attack here, which doesn't use your blade. You've got then your your sword attacks here, which I've upgraded to include a dash attack and things like that. But it's very difficult to actually mix them up, and you don't get different combos by doing so. It's an arcadey feel to it. When they're blinking red like this, there is an ability that you have here that will basically, it damages anyone who's bleeding, and it can kill them. If you see that little meter in the left-hand corner there, those little red things that are lighting up, that's what that means. That's how strong that move is going to be. But you can spam it. So, here, I'll show you what I mean here. Let's get this guy bleeding real quick. Pop, pop. Slash my fault. Okay, so now he's bleeding. Finish him off in style. There you go. And it doesn't always kill them, but you can make everyone bleed on the screen, and then you can just keep spamming that button on there and keep doing damage to them, I suppose. If it does continually damage them, I'm not really sure. But there we go. We got them all bleeding, and we're going to finish them off here real quick. Boom! They all went down. I even got an achievement for it. Okay. But this is pretty much in a nutshell. I mean, this is what you're going to get with this $10 game. It's not... what's the word to say? It's not... I did not expect more than this, but I certainly expected less. You got... If you're into the Japanese schoolgirl look, you've got your constant upskirts there that I'm getting every time I do a flip kick on it. And you can charge your attack here, although it's very slow to charge. There's that one. You can charge it to a second level, but it takes like 5 more seconds, and it's just not really worth it. And if you just kind of alternate between your hand-to-hand attack and your slash attack there, you're just going to kind of endlessly combo them to death. So I feel like you could probably exploit this out a little bit on certain enemies. I mean, you just keep hitting them. And that hit meter there does not reset until you get hit. So you can get 100 hit combos. So here's the recolors. They're a little bit tougher. You got your dodge skill there that you're going to have to use actually on these particular enemies. And you can block, which I didn't know that for a while. I thought you could only dodge. But there's your perfect block system, which I've never been very good at any spectacle fighter, getting actually the timing right on that. And I believe there are different attacks, like counter attacks that you can pull off, which maybe that's my problem as far as I got on the stage 2 when I got to that 5th wave, was I need to learn how to block better and start countering, and that's really the only way I can take them out, because I don't see a reason for it when you can just endlessly lock someone in on here. I mean, the guy's kind of behind me, but he's not really trying to attack too much, so you just keep going. These waves last a while. I believe there was 5 on this one. I got to wave 5 on the other hand and got past it, and then you hit your boss. But I mean, it's kind of mind-numbing, but that's not always a bad thing. If you just want some time to kill and just kind of slash a bunch of people and see your combo meter go up, and this is the game for you. But I mean, that's the substance of it, really. Whoever Zenith Blue is, if this is their first game that they've produced, at least the only one on Steam that's been localized in North America, because I'm guessing if they're a Japanese publisher, then that's why there aren't any others on Steam. Then hats off. I mean, graphically, it's not too bad. It looks something that would be on PS2 or so, graphic-wise, but it is running full 60, no problem. Not very high system requirements on this one. It's very flashy, very colorful. Except the enemy types are pretty bland, but... And I mean, it's difficult for me to find too much to say on this, because this is it. This is the game. When you can... I've pretty much already unlocked all the combos that you can get so far, which is like your flip kick and dive kick. You don't start with those, and then your little dash slash there. But that's it. It's not too bad if you want a time waster, I suppose. So here, I'll see if I can charge this up before I get hit. And boom! There we go. That's the flashiest as it gets right there. That move takes so long to charge, and it's pretty much only useful against that when they first spawn in, from what I can tell. I'm going to try to get them all red here. Maybe take them all out in one stylish sword swipe here. There you go. Took most of them. I left the one red guy. Oh, more of them spawning. Okay. What is it with business suit robot things going on in a lot of anime and anime games? I don't get it. Is it supposed to be like a fighting against the corporate greed of the robot suit impersonator men? I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get a lot of Japanese anime. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like my beat 'em up animes, but that's about as far as it goes. I don't really understand the aesthetic behind it. Maybe I just... And it could be something that's completely meaningless and I'm just overlooking it. But it seems like I've got this one, and then there was a Phantom Breaker, which I believe is also based on an anime that had a lot of people in business suits that look like robots. Or no, those were zombies in business suits. But it's always the business suit. Is it an aesthetic used to have a generic enemy for someone to beat up on or something? I don't know. Finish this guy off. I think we'll go all the way to the boss here. I'll show you guys that and we'll call it good, because $10 again, not too bad if you want to mash some buttons and beat up on some people while getting some fancy upskirt shots. I don't think the story is that memorable from what I've seen so far. There's another schoolgirl who has a demon-possessed sword, and you're trying to stop her because she killed your teacher. I don't know if it was a high school teacher or a sensei or something like that. I don't know. But that's about it for stories so far. There could be a fantastic storyline on this, which I doubt, but I will probably never see it if there is, because I don't see myself playing this game for more than 20, maybe 30 minutes at a time. It's very repetitive, obviously. You don't get... If they added, like, what most good spectacle fighters have, like, okay, I'm gonna lead with my light attack, and then if I do my heavy at a different time, I'm gonna get a different style of attack. Or maybe if I had something that I could hit multiple people with other than just kind of lining them up with my sword swipe, which is limited. If you see that blue gauge at the top of the screen, that is your sword meters, and you have to charge that with your hand-to-hand attacks. But I have not gotten even close to an instance to where that was even relevant in any way. I mean, I guess we can try to use it all, but you'll get killed because that's not a very optimal way to combo people, and it's slow. Like, you have a stop every time you end your sword combo, so you kind of have to keep mixing it up with the light attack. But again, very arcadey. I mean, it's definitely doesn't stop. You can completely decimate people if you're good at it and you're good at dodging and whatnot. It's just kind of boring. I mean, I'm not exactly sure how old this game is. It does seem that it would be fairly older, and there's so many other better titles out there, but for $10 there's really not, unless you get an older one, the one like on sale or something. I did get this one on sale. I think I got it for like $2 or so. That's where I picked it up, and I kind of saw it on my my library list. I'm like, oh, okay, Japanese name, didn't even remember I had that. Probably came in some kind of bundle, and okay, let's give it a shot. Well, here you go. Money well spent, I suppose. I've spent about an hour in it thus far. See, God, these waves are so long. I mean, I guess if your game is all about just killing fools back, left, and right, then you're going to have a lot of fools to kill. Otherwise, it's going to be a very, very short game. Guy was doing a spin attack behind me. Come on, give me a boss. They don't stop, and you just keep hitting them. You get health pickups from them every time, from a lot of the ones that you kill. Maybe a little bit of variety would have been nice. I mean, it controls very well. It's a little floaty. It doesn't have quite the impact that I would like, but it's not horrible by any means impact-wise. When you hit something, you feel like you're hitting it. Camera is not too bad, and if you do need to adjust it, there we go, there's the boss. If you do need to adjust it, it adjusts fairly quickly. Alright, so let's go against this cheap guy right here. Oh, man. You get hit, and they just drained you so fast. And if I could block, that would be nice. There we go. And there's that move. Yep, that's it. Everything you just saw, that is everything this boss does. He takes a couple of swings, and then he does this little move there that you just saw that shoots stuff out of the ground. He's bleeding, right? So I can... Yeah! Oh, nope, he explodes after that too. I forgot about that part. I have beat him. It's a little bit more difficult to concentrate while doing the video at the same time. So I'm getting hit very easily, but this is it. This is the whole boss in a nutshell. I am curious to maybe see some of the other bosses. I could see this would be a really awesome like arcade game if it was in a true arcade, and just plunking quarters into it to see how high your score can get. That'd be nice. I haven't seen a score attack yet. That would be nice, seeing an actual score at the end of it and seeing what you get. That'd be really cool. That'd add some serious replay to it. But all you get is your combo meter there, and once you beat a level, you get your points to upgrade, but there's no actual score involved. That at least would add something to it, you know, something to work towards. Okay, he added a third one in this phase. And I'm probably gonna die. Yep, there I am. I died. He was almost gone. The next level is on a nighttime on top of a city building, and that's it. Like, we'll take a quick look at the upgrade system. I've already saved some of it, but I mean, you've got whatever this is, whatever that icon is next to your sword attack. I can't figure it out, but it's something that can be performed in midair. I think it might be block, but I tried that and it didn't work. That's your aerial attack. I mean, that's it. Those are the moves that you got. Flourish. It's gonna be one of your. You press the move that you charge with. If you hit that instead and time it right, you're gonna hit him really, really hard. Apparently, never really got that down either. And a couple of other outfits, but that's probably a Sailor Moon one. I have no idea what that is, but that's it. I mean, you upgrade the attacks that you have. I've been upgrading the ones that I use the most, or just get them as way up there to do some damage with, and maybe the aerial one. Why not? And you can retry, and it'll start us right back at the boss. So he's gonna start with this. We can just keep going until he dies. Might be able to, if we do a good run on this. Oh, he's going to do that again. I might be able to just take him out here real quick so we can just show you the end screen of a level. And I am willing to imagine there's a few more levels with a boss at the end of it that is just like this with wave after wave of guy. I don't hate it. It does what it does, and if this is what they set out to do, good on them. Make it a little more arcadey, not quite as complex as a regular spectacle fighter would be. I suppose a better spectacle fighter would be. And if that was their aim, then good job. You guys had knocked it out of the park. From what I saw on the Steam page on there, some people did seem to like it quite a bit. So maybe, and I love spectacle fighters, but I think the story is what really keeps me going in a lot of them, because it can get repetitive, and you're kind of taking some of the best elements out of a spectacle fighter and doing it this way and leaving the combat. But a lot of the times, yeah, the combat's got to be absolutely fantastic if you're going to do that, and this is not the case with this one, I'm afraid. I mean, if it had a really, really good story, maybe some actual areas to explore, yeah, the repetitive combat could be forgiven, but that's all there is the very repetitive combat, killing the same guys over and over and over with very little reward. Oh, and apparently you can't block that. Well, I guess we're not going to kill him. There you go, guys. Steam Shuffle. Not always going to have gems in it. I have a ton of games that I don't even remotely know what they are or what they are about. So sometimes I'm a little surprised. I mean, this one was not as bad as I was expecting it to be. It's $10 again on Steam if you want to pick it up and try it for yourself. Give it a bash. If not, well, I mean, that's $10 you can spend on something else. Like The Witcher, which is on sale right now. And that would be... I think it's $1 right now. Like, you guys, if that sale is still up when you watch this video, you guys need to go pick that up. The first Witcher for $1. Come on now. $10 on this, not so much. You see it on sale for $2, why not? Give it a bash. Kill a few hours with it. My name has been Asher. You guys have a good night.